obstructed him.
Even further than that, Aliou Dieng, the captain of Mali, with a lovely ball through the middle. That's a late challenge from Jonas Ajete. Yeah. Yellow card for him as well, and maybe adjudged to being a professional foul from the 21-year-old who plays for Basel in Switzerland.
Well, I tell you, he knew exactly what he was doing. He realized that he had to make that foul and potentially deny Mali of a very promising attack. Yeah, you see, misjudged the bounce, and when he realized that he had misjudged the bounce and Sina Yoko was in his stride, he made that foul.
Confirmation of the yellow card then to the Ghanaian number 4, Jonas Ajete.
I mean, just look at that crowd. Really, really a full house. Ghana have got the entire nation behind them.
Expectations are high for Ghana to win this encounter. And if they do win, they go 3 points clear of Madagascar. And Mali would have basically shot their bolt, so to speak, because Ghana would be on 19 points and leaving Mali on 12. Matches remaining, 7 points difference. Mali can't qualify. And that would be crucial for this group, because that's at least one of the contenders knocked out of the mix. The Comores and Madagascar, the island sides are still very much prominent as far as contending to knock Ghana off their perch. However, yeah, that still has to happen, but I must say I've been very impressed with Madagascar and Comores in this qualifying group. Yerensky, nice defending from Amadou Dante. Ghana trying to spring a trap here. Yerensky playing the ball early. Kudus, and Yerensky not able to contrive a passage through to the goal of Diarra.
This Mali defense has been drilled to perfection. You know, whenever you think Ghana is going to be able to penetrate, they are so solid in defense that they deny them any clear-cut opportunities. With the quality that you have Partey, you have Kudus, you have Ayew, you have Semenyo. Surely they would be able to create more chances, but this Mali defense is saying no, that's not going to happen.
Third corner kick for the Black Stars. The player that's gone down for Mali. I don't see any yellow jerseys around him, but referee is pointing towards Alexander Djiku, based in Turkey with Fenerbahce, and Ghana claiming that there's a bit of antics going on there from the Malian player that's gone down. Coach Tom Saintfitz claiming that there was an elbow thrown in there on Mohamed Kamara. Important part of the midfield. Kamara is a crucial link player for Mali, has proven to be so in the opening nearly half an hour.
Well, in these games you're going to have that type of niggle. Possibly not much, but Mali is going to milk every opportunity to get a Ghanaian player into the book.
Well, the yellow card has gone to a Ghanaian player, got himself into the book. Nice header away by Mali. Mensah straight back in again. Chance for you. He's claiming a deflection. Doesn't get the goal, doesn't get the deflection.
Well, it looks like there was a bit of a deflection. The captain for the night, Ayew, so much on his shoulders. And I mean, the time has just flown by. We're already almost 30 minutes into this encounter, and we haven't had any clear-cut chances created. Both Diarra and Asari haven't been tested.
Kudus, beautifully back from Kudus, not able to hold on to the second touch And a good positioning as well from Amadou Dante to prevent the Ghanaian left winger from causing any further problems. And they come forward again. This is Kwasi Sibo. Now Jete. Sibo again. Closed down momentarily by Lasine Sineyoko. Forward by Salisu, and they're getting numbers forward here on Ghana, and it's looking very positive for the Black Stars. Where Thomas Partey finds himself back to Sibo, and he'd love to score on debut. Sibo leaves the ball for his captain. Partey. There's a bit of width available.
The world sneaks up on you when you travel, with everything that's new to you. Now that might make you a bit hesitant. At Visa, we accept that. We accept feeling out of place. We accept cold feet. We accept being unsure. So come as you are. Travel, because every step will make you braver, friendlier, more curious. And if you were ever looking for a sign, well, there are so many, like winning a thrilling staycation to Safari Valley when you spend a minimum of 3,000 Ghana cedis in at least 3 international transactions online and or via POS. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
It's the Indomitable Hero Pack promo.
The goal is to win a trip to Disneyland Paris. We all have 8 comic books, right?
I have won a PS5 in the weekly draw by entering the code through the USSD. I won a TV last week and that is so happy. I just entered my 8th code to indomigana.com. I cannot wait to win my bicycle.
I really hope I'll win my tablet. Now, what we all need is the final comic book to enter the grand lucky draw to go to Disneyland Paris. The hunt starts now. Allez!
Buy Indomie Hero Packs. Collect all 9 comic books to enter the grand draw and win amazing prizes, including a trip to Disneyland Paris in the Indomitable Hero Pack promo.
Who will be then further point ahead of the Comores and Mali on 13 points and 6 points remaining in the last 2 rounds. And yeah, you want to watch Group I, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Anytime Group I is on your telly, you better be in front of the set.
Well, it looks like it's going to go to the wire, Kev. I mean, if you look at it, nothing to choose between the top 3 teams.
Foul by Kudus on Lassana Koulibaly. The number 11's back on his feet though, no damage done.
But in saying that, if Ghana win their remaining games, they would still end up on the top of this log. But you don't want that.
Well, we'll have to look at the fixtures coming up because Ghana are away against the Central African Republic and home against the Comores. Madagascar are away against the Comores and away against Mali. So Madagascar have the toughest task as far as qualification is concerned, and maybe the Comores will sneak in and cause some problems, but whatever it is, it's going to be interesting. Mali play Madagascar. Mali play against Chad, who they beat by 3-1 in round 1. Never over till it's over. Sibo loses possession. Forward by the captain Aliou Dieng in his controlling midfield role alongside of Mohamed Kamara. Now all of a sudden there's a little bit of width and nicely cut out by Alexander Djikou. Forward by Gideon Mensah. This is Jordan Ayew, and anytime Jordan Ayew is in possession, there's a bit of expectation from the fans, even when he's behind the halfway line.
What a quality player is dispossess his opponent Look how he cuts ahead, forcing a foul from behind.
Free kick taken by Mohamed Salisu. Jonas Ajete. Alexander Jiku. Now the attacking players looking forward, and one of those is Kaleb Jurensky, just 19 years old. Plays for Nordsjælland in Norway. I tell you what, I've been mighty impressed with him. Impressed with him against Chad, impressed with him tonight as well. Confidence, skill on the ball. Forward by Salisu for Ghana. Run on the edge of his area. Diarra does well in front of Semenyo.
Seems to have been a foul there on Ayu. He's been on the receiving end of the Malian defense. We spoke about Jurensky, doesn't do much wrong. I suppose that was the first wayward pass. You see Otto there having a big conversation with his team. You know, it's all about the pressure this game brings. He wants the cushion. He wants to win tonight to create a bit of a cushion between him and the chasing pack.
Nicely kept in play by Mensah. Oh, look at the skill here from Jordan Ayew, giving Salim Diakite a little bit of a hard time.
And you can see the fans there in appreciation for the class that Ayew brings to this match.
And now they switch it over to the right-hand side with the Jete. Kudus the target man. Nicely knocked away though by Siku Niakite, the 26-year-old who plays in Portugal with Sporting Braga. Sinayoko. What a great first touch from Kamara. And still both teams continue to play enterprising, pressing, prizing, testing football tonight in Accra. Spoken about the incredible importance of the points here. Neither side giving anything away at this early stage of this match. Diarra, cool, calm and collected, and a little bit of pressure. There wasn't that much scrutiny on him. I think that Ghana had probably anticipated that he was going to hoop the ball down the field of play. Now Dieng's done nicely here for the visitors.
Very promising vertical pass there. This is what I think both teams are looking to do. I see a bit of an over-robust tackle there. But keeping possession is one thing. Penetration is going to win the game for either of these two teams. There we see a very late tackle on Mensah. This man here, Sinayoko, but over robust. What a fantastic touch.
Sibo, a little bit too strong though for Antoine Semenyo.
As much as the attention is on Ayew, Semenyo is the type of player that can come in and sneak that opener. Mali need to keep an eye on him. I think both teams have demonstrated that they have the pedigree and the quality to play entertaining football. And all it means is that they're going to look for one lapse of concentration from either of these defenses to capitalize on the opener.
Away by Diakite, Dieng. And when they do have possession, Mali look particularly good on the ball. However, most of it's behind the halfway line. The ball had to be swept away rather quickly there by Diarra. And Niakite comes under a little bit of scrutiny. Fortunately, Dante switched on to the prospect. That's a lovely ball played between the two defenders. And suddenly it opens up a whole big prospect here. Sinayoko looking for Koulibaly. Foul from the 29-year-old based in Italy with Lecce. And a little bit of an intent to get on to things as quickly as possible from Jonas Ajete. I thought he was a little bit naughty myself.
Well, I tell you, Koulibaly and company, some enterprising football there, great interplay. I feel a bit of a was there a foul, I suppose, to some extent, but I must compliment the Malian team for some very good quality play from defense, building up with that ladder along the side, and unfortunately at the end Koulibaly not able to get that final touch on goal.
We'll try again. Same man, Semenyo. It's been the go-to man in front of posts. Hierensky. This is Pate. Oh, the whistle came a little bit late from the referee. Mali, I don't think will be too happy with that. I don't think you can dispute that there was a foul, and that's why Kamori Doumbia is looking at the referee and saying, "Ooh, please make the call a little bit earlier."
Now you can't argue it was a foul, even though it was the slightest of touches. He impeded Pate. Referee's not taking any nonsense. You can see a Pate. He's clipped him, even though he feels there wasn't too much in that particular tackle. It is a foul.
Now the referee was some distance away in a very much more central role as the free kick gets pushed in. Talking about pushing, there is a little bit of that in that penalty area as well, and Lassana Koulibaly is the victim of a little bit of over-enthusiasm from Thomas Partey. But it's nice to see the fortitude in which Ghana have approached this encounter, and it's good to see the players that have been brought back, like the Salisus and the Parteys, and how Sibo settled down on debut here in the Ghanaian first team.
Well, when your nation calls, you come, and it's of national pride that the likes of Partey, Salisu come and assist in ensuring qualification for that World Cup. That is the first of its kind between 3 different countries. Okay, 42 minutes of some good enterprising football. Just lacked that cutting edge in the attacking thirds of both these teams.
Might see some of that cutting edge now. It's a lovely ball through the middle, and the referee again has blown just a little on the late side.
Well, he's looking for the advantage. In fairness to the referee, I think he's done an excellent job, and people must understand that he wants to see if the attacking team benefits, and when he sees that doesn't happen, that's when he blows for a foul, which he's done there.
It has been questioned on both times that referee Koulibaly has hesitated, and the goalkeeper Djigui Diarra across to his bench, looking rather animated. Partey trying to prevent the Malian free kicks, suggesting maybe they've stolen 1.5 millimeters.
Yeah.
Pressure on Benjamin Azare, conceding that late goal against Chad just 4 days ago. We are now in the final minute of regulation time at the Aircraft Sports Stadium. Kamori Doumbia on the ball. There's a left-footed option as well, probably from Amadou Dante. Oh, a little bit of a bubble, but Azare holds on. There wasn't any real pressure after the initial kick anyway from Mali.
Well, it was straight at him. He made a bit of a meal of it. A goalkeeper of his caliber should have taken it much easier. But I suppose there's some nerves in this encounter, and we need to give the players some space in ensuring that they feel comfortable.
Kudus taking on Lassana Koulibaly. Kudus holds on to possession beautifully. Opportunity on the turn, wide by Antoine Semenyo. Best chance of the game so far after that wayward shot from Jordan Ayew, and the skill of Kudus on the right-hand side, absolutely unbelievable.
Well, I tell you, Semenyo there took his time pulling the trigger. Brilliant run here from Kudus. Look at him go. Gets to the byline, that cutback. I suppose the turn from Semenyo was a little bit too much. He should have received with the left foot and struck the ball with the right foot instead of trying to turn. There you see him turning. I suppose he wanted to wrong foot the defender Fofana there, but I think Fofana at the end did ever so well to block that effort.
Yeah, I thought Mamadou Fofana did a particularly good job. 2 minutes added on to the end of the first half by the South African referee, Luke Koulibaly. And we are very nearly at the end of the first one of those. A little flick on here from Koulibaly. No damage done to the Ghanaian defence. Yeah, and Coach Farouk, it's been very much a match of even Stevens. The possession probably evenly shared, and certainly the opportunities as well. I would suggest that Ghana maybe with those two opportunities had something better from that point of view. And we have a look at the stats. It'll say that possession pretty much 50-50.
Well, they cancelled each other out, Kev, and I think to some extent they need to create more chances in the second half if they want to go for all 3 points. But you don't throw caution to the wind. They've given each other the respect required from both of these nations. Both have demonstrated some excellent football, lacking that cutting edge. But I think with 45 minutes to go, Kev, we're going to hopefully see some goals.
Mali's never qualified for the FIFA World Cup finals. They have qualified for Morocco at the end of this year in the African Cup of Nations finals, top of Group I, where we are at the moment in the World Cup qualification, as Luke Koulibaly blows for half-time here. And just on that note, Ghana, with bottom of Group F in the African Cup of Nations qualifications, they won't be going to Morocco, but they'll be hoping to go to the World Cup. And those two campaigns almost being played at the same time, so just how you play so badly in one competition and not in the other, I don't know. Ghana 0-1-0, it's half-time in Accra.